Next, we would like to invite Yusif Əzizi Bəni Tarafın, a Wazi Arab writer and political activist.
I thank my Azerbaijani friends for inviting me. For more than 4 centuries, the official term of the protected kingdoms, Məmləkət Məhrusə, indicated the ruling political administrative system from the Safavid period to the Qajar period, 1501 to 1925. The number of kingdoms in the Qajar state was 6: Ərəbistan, Lorestanat, Kurdistan, Azerbaijan, Gilan, and Khorasan. These 6 kingdoms, which included different nationalities, enjoyed autonomy, especially Ərəbistan, Al-Ahwaz, which until 1925 was semi-independent. If a democratic process were to take place in Iran, like in the UK, could be the basis for, like in the UK, which includes 4 countries and 4 nations, these 6 kingdoms could be the basis for 6 countries. Currently, in addition to these 6 nations, Arab, Lur, Kurd, Turk, Gilak and Persian, 2 other nations also live in Iran, Baluchi and Turkmen. In 1925, Reza Shah Pahlavi, as a military person, came to power in Iran through a coup d'etat. He changed the multinational, multi-country administrative and the country administrative system and replaced it with provinces under the slogan of Iran one nation, one country, Iran one nation, one country, one language, and suppressed non-Persian languages and cultures. After the overthrow of Sheikh Khazar, the last Arab ruler of Arabistan, by Persian occupying forces in 1925, the Pahlavi regime changed the name of Arabistan to Khuzestan and closed many modern schools in Muhammad and Ahwaz that taught in Arabic language and established Persian schools instead. The regime also banned the use of Arabic language for official purposes and imposed the despotic and chauvinistic Persian nation-state on all the nations of Iran. Islamic rulers continued the same combination of monolingual, monocultural nation-state through a combination of soft and tough methods like insult, humiliation, prison, execution, and torture, which contradicted to the human rights and cultural laws of the United Nations. About 2/3 of Iran's population who are not Persian are still deprived of many of their rights such as education in their mother tongue in schools. The purpose of establishing the Persian nation state in Iran has been to adjust the borders of the Persian language to match the political borders of the country. That is, to force everyone to become Persian. The rulers of Iran, in this case, have both committed genocide and oppressed and humiliated nations. In addition to being deprived of education in their mother tongue, the Arab people in Iran have been facing severe suppression of their culture for the past century. In 2014, two poets named Hashim Shabani and Hadi Rashidi were executed just because of their cultural activities. Dozens of Arab poets were killed by poisoning or artificial accidents. The most prominent of whom are Sattar Sayahi and Hassan Haidari. Everything must be in Persian, from the signboard of shops, streets and roads to the defense of Arab defendants in the courts. Even worse, the regime replaces existing place names with the names of rulers, poets, and non-native Persian characters, sometimes including racist and anti-Arab references. The Islamic government is currently keeping hundreds of Ahwazi poets, intellectuals, and fighters in its prison in the worst conditions. By learning in the Persian language in schools, the Arab child falls behind the Persian child from the very beginning of the life race. And this linguistic disadvantage causes cultural backwardment, which in turn causes social and economic backwardness. Therefore, during the last 100 years, most economic and cultural development programs have failed, and Iran is lagging behind most other similar countries. Our province, which supplies about 80% of Iran's oil and non-oil wealth, ranks 23rd among 31 provinces in the field of education. And this is due to the lack of education of the Arab people in their mother tongue, in addition to the destruction of the environment caused by fossil fuel industries, looting of oil and water, and other wealth of this province for the development of Tehran and other central Persian provinces. This is not to mention the incompetence and the nationalist and racist views of the planners and ruling elites in the capital when it comes to governing non-Persian regions. And thank you.